Throughout history, the pursuit of dominance and power has been a fundamental aspect of human behavior. From childhood challenges to adult interactions like firm handshakes and assessing physical attributes, individuals instinctively vie for alpha status within groups. Leaders, in particular, employ hidden techniques to assert dominance, attracting wealth, respect, and influence. In this video, we'll discuss 5 silent yet powerful strategies for asserting dominance in social settings. Number 1. Exert social pressure. Dominance is not just about physical strength or verbal prowess. It's also about the art of subtly influencing those around you. The ability to exert social pressure is a hallmark of true dominance. Dominant individuals possess the innate skill to create social tension at will, manipulating the dynamics of a group to their advantage. Picture a dominant man in a social setting. He effortlessly commands attention, his mere presence exuding an air of authority. He understands the power of creating social tension, whether to elicit compliance, provoke a response, or simply assert his dominance for the sheer thrill of it. But what sets him apart is his ability to create tension without an overt reason, purely for the enjoyment of wielding power. While others may fall victim to social pressure, he remains unfazed, firmly rooted in his own sense of self-assurance. Consider the scenario of someone questioning him. While others may feel the pressure to respond immediately, he remains calm and composed, taking his time to formulate a thoughtful reply. He doesn't rush to answer. He decides when and how to respond. If at all, his laughter is genuine, stemming from a place of true amusement rather than a desire to please others. Indeed, there is no need for him to fake a laugh or rush to speak because he is the one who creates the pressure himself. One of the most effective ways he achieves this is through silence, a powerful tool that speaks volumes without uttering a word. But silence alone is not enough. It must be backed up by a strong presence. From confident body language to unwavering eye contact, by standing firm behind his silence, he transforms it into a weapon, radiating an aura of tension that commands respect and obedience from those around him. In essence, exerting social pressure is not about dominating others through force or coercion, but rather about wielding influence with finesse and subtlety. It requires confidence, self-assurance, and a deep understanding of human psychology. And for the truly dominant individual, it is a skill that comes naturally, effortlessly shaping the social landscape to their advantage. Number 2. Ignore what others say. In the intricate dance of dominance, knowing when to tune out the noise is a crucial skill. It's no secret that many individuals love the sound of their own voice, often spouting off meaningless chatter without regard for its substance or significance. These individuals lack the self-awareness to recognize when their words hold no weight, leading them to overcompensate with empty rhetoric in a futile attempt to assert their relevance. But for the truly dominant individual, such noise is nothing more than a distraction, an inconsequential blip on the radar of their consciousness. They understand that true power lies not in the volume of one's speech, but in the weight of one's actions. Thus, they know when to ignore meaningless talk, treating it with the slight disrespect it deserves. Picture a leader in a boardroom meeting, surrounded by subordinates eager to impress with their verbal prowess. Instead of engaging with their empty words, the leader remains composed, allowing their silence to speak volumes. They listen, of course, but only to discern the underlying intentions behind the chatter. When confronted with nonsensical remarks or topics that hold no relevance to the matter at hand, they simply tune out, refusing to dignify such distractions with a response. This act of ignoring is not merely a display of indifference. It is a calculated assertion of dominance. By choosing to overlook meaningless talk, the powerful individual communicates their superiority without uttering a single word. It's a subtle yet powerful form of disrespect, one that sends a clear message to those around them: your words hold no sway here. But mastering the art of ignoring is not about being dismissive or aloof. It's about recognizing what truly deserves your attention and what doesn't. It's about conserving your energy and focus for matters of real importance, while simultaneously avoiding unnecessary conflicts and time-wasting debates. In essence, knowing when to ignore people and remarks is a skill that every dominant individual must cultivate. It's a mark of discernment and self-assurance, a sign that you are in control of your own destiny and unswayed by the noise of the crowd. And for those who master this skill, the rewards are plentiful: increased productivity, heightened focus, and a greater sense of inner peace amidst the chaos of everyday life. Number 3. Eye contact. In the intricate language of nonverbal communication, the eyes reign supreme as the most powerful tool at one's disposal. They possess the uncanny ability to convey a wealth of emotions and intentions, from genuine warmth to steely determination, with a mere glance. Indeed, the eyes are the windows to the soul, revealing truths that words alone cannot express. Consider for a moment the profound impact of a genuine smile versus a forced one. While the lips may curve upwards in both instances, it is the eyes that truly betray the sincerity of the expression. A genuine smile reaches beyond the surface, lighting up the eyes with a spark of authenticity that is impossible to fake. Moreover, the eyes have the power to evoke feelings of intimidation or arousal in others, depending on the context and intensity of the gaze. A steady, unwavering stare can instill a sense of unease or submission in those on the receiving end, while a softer, more inviting gaze can evoke feelings of warmth and connection. Yet, despite the undeniable power of eye contact, many individuals remain oblivious to its significance. They fail to realize that the ability to command another's gaze is a skill that can be honed and mastered over time. Consider the behavior of individuals of varying status levels in a social setting. Those with higher status naturally make more eye contact when speaking, projecting confidence and authority in their interactions. Conversely, those with lower status tend to avert their gaze, signaling submission and deference to others. But mastering the art of eye contact is not simply about staring relentlessly into another's soul. It's about striking the right balance, knowing when to intensify your gaze to assert dominance and when to ease off to avoid coming across as confrontational or aggressive. Indeed, timing is everything when it comes to using eye contact as a tool of dominance. If the moment is not right to make your point or establish your authority, it's important to hold off on intense eye contact until the appropriate time presents itself. But when the time is right to be intense, you must be able to activate it instantly, commanding attention and respect with the power of your gaze alone. In conclusion, eye contact is a formidable weapon in the arsenal of the dominant individual. By mastering the art of commanding another's gaze, you can communicate authority and confidence without uttering a single word. It's a skill that sets you apart from the average person, allowing you to wield influence and assert your dominance in any social or professional setting. Number 4. Body language. They say actions speak louder than words, and nowhere is this more evident than in the realm of body language. Your posture, gestures, and movements can convey a wealth of information about your confidence, status, and intentions, sending powerful signals to those around you without uttering a single word. Consider for a moment the image of a confident, dominant individual. Picture them standing tall, with their chest out and their chin held high. This posture exudes an air of self-assurance and authority, signaling to others that they are not to be trifled with. It's a stance that says, "I am here, and I am not afraid to take up space." Now, contrast this with the slouched posture of someone hunched over their phone, their neck bent in submission. This body language screams vulnerability, making them appear like easy prey to those who would seek to assert their dominance. The first step to projecting strong body language is to emulate the confident posture of a leader. Stand up straight, with your shoulders back and your head held high. This simple adjustment not only conveys confidence but also makes you appear taller and more imposing, a key component of dominance. But it's not just about how you stand, it's also about how you move. Dominance is about taking charge of your surroundings, moving with purpose and intention rather than simply following the herd. Whether you're walking down the street or entering a room, move with confidence and authority, leading the way rather than trailing behind. Another crucial aspect of body language is the handshake. A firm handshake communicates strength and presence, sending a clear signal that you are a force to be reckoned with. You don't need to crush the other person's hand, but make sure your grip is firm enough to leave an impression. Lastly, knowing when to relax is also a key component of displaying dominance. While intensity has its time and place, true power lies in the ability to remain calm and composed, even in the face of adversity. A true king knows how to sit back and relax, exuding an aura of confidence and control that commands respect from those around him. In conclusion, mastering the art of body language is essential for asserting dominance in any situation. By adopting confident posture, purposeful movements, and a firm handshake, you can communicate strength and authority without saying a word. And by knowing when to relax and exude calm confidence, you can solidify your status as a true leader among men. Number 5. Walk through everyone. In the game of dominance, hesitation is the enemy, and permission-seeking is a surefire way to relinquish your power. Far too often, individuals fall into the trap of seeking validation or approval from others, unknowingly handing over their autonomy in the process. But true dominance requires a boldness and assertiveness that transcends the need for permission. Imagine a scenario where you have a vision or goal in mind, a path you wish to pursue. Instead of seeking permission or validation from others, you forge ahead with unwavering confidence, refusing to be deterred by naysayers or doubters. You understand that by asking for permission, you are giving others the power to stop you, to dictate the course of your journey. Indeed, people love to tell you no when you give them the option, relishing the opportunity to exert authority over you. But by refusing to ask for permission, you disrupt this dynamic, asserting your independence and autonomy in the face of opposition. Of course, this doesn't mean recklessly charging ahead without regard for consequences. Rather, it's about recognizing when the potential damage is moderate or reversible and refusing to allow others to stand in your way. It's about understanding that it's hard to stop a powerful train that's already in motion, but easy to keep a train halted that hasn't yet moved. In essence, moving forward with confidence means embracing the notion that reality is negotiable. Almost every single rule can be bent or broken if you have the courage and conviction to challenge the status quo. And if necessary, don't be afraid to ask for forgiveness instead of permission. After all, it's easier to seek forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. So, as you navigate the complexities of life, remember to walk through everyone with confidence and determination. Refuse to be held back by the constraints of permission-seeking and validation-seeking behavior. Instead, chart your own course, boldly forging ahead towards your goals and aspirations, regardless of the obstacles that may stand in your way.